I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and this is my video blog. This is a absolute perfect example of what extra Patreon dollars can do, guys. I've got some bonus coverage coming to you. This is from the 2019 Samui Swine Classic presented by Dynamic Disc. I've got the MP40 division. Little spoiler, some of these guys are actually eligible for older divisions, but they moved up and they're playing with some of the big guns. We're gonna have a great card for you. Again, this is the final round of this PDGA A tier, and I've even called in the big guns. We've got the guys who are respectively sitting in first and second. That's Jani Rumble, John Pecunia, along with Geoff Hungerford. The two of them are going to call the shot, so I'm going to turn this production over to them. But again, thank you to everyone here at the Samui Swine, and also thank you to the Patreon subscribers. This is just one little way that we can bring you some extra bonus footage. Here's the 2019 final round at the Samui Swine Classic.
Thanks, Terry. This is Geoff Hungerford, PDGA 688 from Louisville, Colorado.
And this is Jani Rumble Pecunia, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, PDGA number 2540.
And quite a freestyler as we see on the video.
Live from Thailand.
I can't help myself.
Yeah, let's get a trick here, Rumble.
Which one? This one? That's mine. Just so some people know.
Yeah,
One more.
one more.
That's all I know. That's what I got.
Okay, hole number one, third and final round.
This is a par 344 foot triple Mando.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Hardest 144 foot hole I've ever played.
You have to birdie this. Of course, you do it here.
All right, thank you.
Now, there's not a lot of topography on this course, but the ground has a lot of variability in terms of ground action. And this one is a slippery one.
Yeah, this is a fast green. This is Jani from Finland, who fought his way up into the lead card.
Yoshi from Japan.
He was with us the whole stretch.
Yeah, he and I were about 5 or 6 strokes behind you here. You posted a 10-16 rated second round. And both of us, both Yoshi and I, had visions of trying to catch you.
That was a good putt right there from the tree. All right, Yoshi knocks it down. Again, this is a must-do right here. What a camaraderie going there.
We're pumped.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Hey, you have a drop in.
yeah.
Now we're coming up on the second hole. This is one of the trickier holes. You got to bend it left to right. I think it's around 300 feet. Not sure where my distances are.
It'll come up right there. It is 279, par 3.
279. There's OB on the left, there's OB long, and there is very serious rough on the right. If you get in there and you're going to have trouble getting a par. You'll have a look at a putt there.
Yeah, that's, you know, I just kind of played a safe shot. I played the hyzer instead of the Annie. Didn't want to push the OB. That's actually a really good line.
Yeah, that's the safe line. Keep it tight.
Jani coming up here with a sidearm shot. Wish I had a good sidearm. Look at that.
And that's that ground
Oh,
action I was
look
talking
at that.
about.
Look at that shot. Yoshi, look at how dapper that guy is.
Yeah, he's got some power, but now he's in the very difficult area on the right. We'll see how he deals with it.
His dress wear is 1,000 rated. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, I'm happy with a 3.
Yeah.
Didn't really get through that right side very well.
Yoshi maneuvering still kind of a bit of a putt there. And the pin is standing kind of tall.
Now this year, Nigel Mills has cleared out that right-hand area, so we'll play at the 2020 Swine, and this will be an area you wouldn't mind being in. But in 2019, this was pretty tight on the right.
Yeah, the early or the late right where you guys were is way clearer than last year.
Yoshi not happy with how that turned out.
No, totally get it.
But this course will do it to you. You can get birdies, as we'll see Jani get birdies. But you can also have little mix-ups and get off the fairway, and it gets really hard to deal with. Tell us about hole 3.
Well, here we are at hole 3. It's a par 3, 197 feet. It's an island hold, and it is just that. You have to clear those trees, and Jani had a great shot there, and you have the wall. You have a little skip shot come up, and it'll hold a lot. It'll hold disc in place.
Johnny's got the perfect. You don't even have to putt this.
I got a little roll off there.
Yeah, you're 12 feet away.
Oh, cross traffic.
Yeah, there's some farms nearby. Some monkeys that go up on the trees and harvest coconuts.
Yeah, they're leashed and they're farmers. You know, have them throw the coconuts down. They get loaded up into those trucks.
Yeah, that's lucky if I'm safe. I forget what happened. I may not even be on the island.
And there is a drop zone, which is at the mouth, and it leaves you a good shot at the pin.
It's probably
But if you go long,
80-foot putt
Yeah.
from that drop zone. And I think I was safe.
very good shot. You were right in front of the basket.
Now this looks beautiful as you see the video. You get out here, it's breathtaking. But you got to be careful with these coconut farms because the coconuts will fall occasionally and they're heavy. It's like getting hit with a bowling ball. So you kind of have to, when you're waiting around for a shot, I always try to stay clear of that clump of coconuts over my head.
Yeah. I remember thinking about that. Somebody had brought that up earlier. Good par there. I guess I am underneath it.
Yeah.
It's a good little rock shot for me.
Now that puts you 2 under for this round, right?
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Now we're getting to one of the signature holes. This hole 4, it's 305 feet, excuse me.
You have those bamboo bushes on the right.
Very thick on the right. Now you played the smart shot, the safe shot, you
Yeah.
get a 3. I am probably going to go for the tunnel because you've got a big lead.
Yeah, I pushed the hyzer line. That right side is a bear. They thinned it out for 2020. Thankfully, there's a little more forgiveness there.
There's also a Mando here. Now I'm trying to bend it, and I almost got away with it.
Yeah.
I'm not too unhappy with that, really.
There's a couple of protector trees there on the
Yeah.
right that you've got to play it so tight.
To get a birdie here, you have to throw it 305 feet under a very low ceiling. Probably keep it less than 12 feet high the whole way.
I don't have a bad shot here. It's kind of in the open. I'm going to just try to lay one up.
Yeah, that's a smart play. A 3 here on this hole is, if they offer that to you on the tee, you're going to take it every time. Now I got to come around. I kicked outside a little bit. I've got to come around and get back in the fairway.
Yeah, there's, I don't know what kind of trees those are, but they have those low branches from there too.
This is one of the holes where the ground action is just the opposite of hole 1 and hole 3. It's sandy, and when your disc hits the ground, it sticks. Yeah, it's a good safe 3.
Yeah, I went a little strong on that.
Got some smiling going on.
Yeah, I was happy to get that one.
Now we finish the relaxed part of the course. We're going to go out in the wind and the hot sun with a 660 foot hole coming up. We'll have to.
And it is all of that, but it's beautiful. It's breathtaking.
This is Riki Wakizaki's favorite hole on this course. You have to position your drive and get a good 375, get it way out there. And
That's
then if you
627.
negotiate all those coconut trees, you're going to have a very tight, very low ceiling shot coming into the green.
Yeah, camera was on me. I tried to push it a little hard, a little too hard.
Yeah, you're flirting with the OB. There's out of bounds on the left-hand side, and Johnny's okay with it. You can see the little red flags on the ground. The big red flags, I think, also show you where the OB is.
You can hear the chickens in the background.
Yeah. That house you see in the distance has one of the monkeys that harvests coconuts, and that monkey is vicious. Now, this is not going to end well.
So you had the nose up on that. You were trying to kill that guy.
I was being way too aggressive.
This one funnels into this, these tight trees, and then we have, again, I don't know what kind of tree that is up on the right there, but it has those low-hanging branches. That takes away the hyzer line.
Yeah, this is me getting what I deserve. I was looking for the big air anhyzer, and I just never flipped my disc over. So now I'm going to have to try to get a par out of this somehow.
I think you hit a tree. Jani with a very nice forehand.
Oh yeah, except that branch.
Yeah, I think that still puts him in position. I had that hyzer line again. You have to keep it low. I was trying to play the low skip shot. I hit the base of that one coconut tree. That right side is a little tighter than the left side for the anhyzer.
I like this hole because even if you do get a perfect drive, you still have a tester coming up. That upshot's going to be 250, 300 sometimes.
I did manage a 3 in one of my rounds. I think the first day, but that was
You got a 3 in this?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
man, that's a great score.
One time. I'm just laying up. I just want to leave myself an easy putt, get my par. You know, it is all of 627 feet. It really is after maneuvering through the trees. Birdie. See, he had that forehand work.
Was that
for him.
Jani?
Yeah. That's a good 3. Good putt. Par is good on this hole.
Yeah, the second shot there for me worked out pretty good because I was out of bounds. Now the next hole, hole 5, is about as long as I can throw, even in an open field. I think it's over 400. It's maybe 420, I think.
436.
436. This is about my range, the limit of my range.
Jani hung on to that right side. This is a tunnel shot. The pros with the big arms take that left-handed lane and play the anhyzer out.
You took a tight route.
I did.
You made the hole shorter, but you're flirting with that OB over there. You got stopped.
I did. I got really lucky.
I'm going to go. Oh, this is Yoshi. He's going to go right down the middle of the tunnel there. Ooh. Yeah, he's a little tight.
It's okay. That's
Now, there's
wide
out of
open.
bounds on the right and left.
Yes. And you have those huts there on the right, well, houses, and they can get stuck on top like we saw people, in practice rounds.
Yeah, that's going to be in somebody's yard.
No, you managed to stay on the fairway.
Did I?
Yeah.
It's been quite a while since we played this round.
Jani again with a strong forehand.
That is a good forehand.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it.
This is a hole where you get a lot of ground action, even though there's. Oh, I did stay safe. That was
Stayed
fortunate.
safe, yeah.
Got some scrambling to do here to save a 3.
Yeah, and again, this has got a fast green.
So how would you compare this course to some of the courses we play in the U.S. and Wisconsin or, Tennessee or?
Sure, the sandy ground makes them so slippery because we trample them down around the basket so much. that it, you know, if you leave yourself long and you're trying to lay out close, it's tough. I'm glad I didn't have to struggle too much with it, but there were definitely a couple shots that got away from me because of that.
I paid the penalty for sloppy play there. No sweat. Par from Jani.
That was a good little putt.
You stretch that lead out to 10 strokes at this point.
Yeah.
So now Yoshi and I are looking at each other going, well, who's going to take second?
You know, I don't want to say I had a comfortable lead. I didn't want to push the boundary. I've never really been in that position, and I was just trying to play the game plan. All right, so this is a par 3, hole 7, 344 feet.
You can see the Mando in the frame on the left-hand side.
Yeah, and that really messes with a lot of people. It's really just a turnover shot.
Yeah, but it's 344 feet, and you have to pick a line through those trees. You can't just throw it at the basket. I'm going to try to get it up in the air. We'll see what Yoshi does. He keeps it a little lower. On the right-hand side, it's out of bounds. There's another property over there and a big line of bushes.
It's just fine.
Okay, I kind of got cowardly. I think in the previous round I was putting it up in the air trying to get all the way there.
Did you go full driver there or
No.
fairway driver?
No, I can tell from the shot I was just playing for a 3.
I went full driver, destroyer. That particular one there is a G-Star. It's got a little more flex on it for me.
Now, how far do you throw typically?
You know, 350. I can kind of put it on a spot, you know. I don't really like to throw out of control, especially in wooded. I'll club down, but let's say 375, 390, with the occasional 400. You know, depending on the wind.
That's about what people our age can do.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good when you compare us to Eagle and Simon, but
Let's not.
When you get to be our age, actually 400 feels pretty good. You almost made that.
Yeah, somebody was giving me the go rumble just as I was putting. What are you gonna do? I'm not blaming it, but it's all good. I mean, a 2 would be fun, but.
Okay, we finished with the long and tough holes. 4, 5, and 6 really. I think that's the toughest stretch.
Absolutely.
And now we're going to get into the very subtle and tactical holes. I think we start with 8 here.
Hole number 8, par 3, 312 feet.
There's a Mando on the right, there's a creek on the left, and there's a creek long.
Look at Jani with the strong forehand.
Yeah.
It's sandy by the pin, which slows the disc down if you have some speed coming into it. I struggled every round on this hole. I just could not find a line. And
Well, as you stand on the tee, you know, there's a couple different possible lines, but they're all tight. And if you don't keep it in the park, you'll be in that creek.
correct, which I did one of my rounds.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it just skipped high left into the creek. Now, last year the creek was OB. This year they have it flagged.
Oh,
it's
is that right?
Yeah, it's for 2020. It is flagged all the way around it.
I've only been out there once this year.
Any day now.
Yeah, waiting for that mid-range to finish in for me. Yeah, this is, I don't know if he would be in or out there because, like I said, they have it flagged right on the crest of that hill.
I remember we were looking for it. That creek is low right now, but when it rains, it gets to be about 6 feet deep and comes up over onto the putting green. This is a real sandy one, real sticky green right close to the basket.
Yeah, my practice rounds this year, I've had a couple come up and stop in that sand.
Well, this is in your range, probably edge of the circle, yeah?
Yeah, very close. And not close enough.
Yeah, that was aggressive, and you're going to have a little tester coming back.
Yeah. Jeff lining it up.
All right, finally,
And
get
there
a
you
birdie.
go with the birdie. Nice birdie. Well done. Yeah, you played that right line, and it when it flexed out, it stuck that the sand very nicely. Yoshi with the tap in. All right, on to hole number 9.
Yeah,
Again,
9 is, you look at it, it looks so easy. It's almost like hole 1. You feel like you got to get a 2. But it's got a Mando on the right, it's got a creek on the left. You can go a little long with it. It's only 213 feet. I'm going to leave myself more putting than I really wanted there.
Right, that left side is a little more forgiving than you think, and it is sandy also, so it's holding up the disc.
Just another one over there flirting with that creek, but you can see the sand puff up. So how did you? Oh,
Yoshi
he made the Mando there.
made the Mando.
So how did you enjoy the hot and humid conditions?
Man, that was tough. I mean, again, this is not a very long, strenuous course. We only have to memorize. Ooh, that's a good drive. 11 holes, but now you have to add the factor in heat and humidity. And, you know, in the mornings, we could feel it coming off the ground.
We were playing in the afternoon.
Yeah. The first day, I just remember feeling the humidity under the brim of my cap.
Now, if you're playing in Wisconsin or Michigan in the middle of summer, you're almost used to the conditions. You've been playing for a couple of months. It's been hot and humid. But here, you and I leave. I think you left from 20 degrees below zero.
Yeah, it was what did they call that? The
Bomb cyclone or
yeah,
whatever it was.
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I left just in time.
Yeah, we were following the news that Wisconsin was freaky cold and Colorado was not far behind. And so when you go from those conditions to the, it's 88
To this.
degrees here. And
Yeah, this was tough.
It's a tricky little hole. For a right-hander, it's a hyzer stall, but it's kind of a narrow gap to get it to stall and come through there.
Yep. I've watched a few different, lines that people use here, and there is a little line on the between the second and third tree that
Directly
you see
to
there.
the basket.
Yeah, if you take like a mid-range and just skip it up there, like he's trying to play the.
Oh, he did just
skip.
what you said.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well there you go.
Yeah.
The high line is there, and it's going to leave you, an approach. It's only 197 feet. I think I went 500 on this hole for birdies.
We're back to the fast greens here.
Yeah, this is another fast green.
They get so much rain and the growth is so thick that you don't get footprints in the trampled down area by the basket. It just grows back in a few days.
See, yeah, he's got a little tester right here. And he's in for the birdie. Very nice.
I think Jani had a really good start. He birdied about, I can't tell from the scorecard here, but he seems like he birdied about 6 of those first 10 holes. He's been on the top of the box the whole time.
Yeah, he had a great first half. So this is hole 11. This is the last of the regular course, and then we just do it again.
Short but very tight, especially for a right-hander. That's the kind of gap you have to hit if you want an easy putt. If you have a forehand or if you're left-handed, you can take the wide gap to the left.
Yeah, there's those 4 trees right in the middle, and that tiny one. I can't tell you how many times I hit that guy. And do I miss it that time?
You took the wide gap and you left yourself
Yeah.
15 feet. You did pretty good there. There's that little skinny tree in the middle. You don't see it when you're on
Yeah.
the tee, but
197 feet, and it's, it's a good little mac off of there. Jani right on the edge of the circle. Oh, he had the line.
you can see in the background, that's Nigel Mills' restaurant. He and his daughters and his wife.
Great putt, Jeff.
Yeah, that was an angry putt. I needed to get the birdies going. They have a restaurant and opens at 8 in the morning. Serve beer and great food. And
Tournament Central.
yeah, they get a lot of traffic through here all year round.
All right.
How many different nations do you think were represented?
Boy, I'm gonna guess around 14, 17,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
We had Malaysia, Vietnam,
Yeah, Cambodia.
Japan, Cambodia, and then a bunch of places in Europe.
Yep.
Clearly Finland. Those guys are great.
Oh my gosh.
They're so much fun. And Germany, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Germany.
Croatia. No, we have Slovakia.
Okay, back to hole one.
Back to the one you got a birdie, and that's just what you do.
Just kind of take a nice, easy approach shot at it.
I'm probably going
This
to hit
is a
that
good
bush
view.
that. Yep.
You remember that, huh?
Well, I aim for that bush, hoping that I can just clear it. But that's kind of what you don't want to do there. You got that slippery playing surface, and you leave yourself a 30-footer. Okay, Yoshi.
Yeah, that's the top of the triple Mando. That's he was just trying to play a stall shot from there. He didn't miss the Mando. There is a drop zone there, but it doesn't leave you a great angle coming at it, though.
That's a
Great
great
putt.
save.
Yeah.
From where he was on
For
his drive.
par, yeah.
It's not a hard Mando to make, but you're not even looking at the Mando when you throw. You're looking at the basket, and so it's easy to hit the edge of the Mando because you're not aiming to get through it. You're aiming a long way out there.
Just a touch high for Jani.
Yeah, that's the price you pay for that slippery green. I'm at that tree again, as usual. It's about 20, 25.
Oh, and it falls in for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a
Very
little
nice.
greasy. Now, you played the Drava Forester this year, didn't you? in
I
Croatia?
did. That was in Croatia, but I'm not telling anybody about it. Keep that a secret.
Well, I
Just
can
like
watch
this
it on
tournament.
YouTube. It's on video.
Don't go see it.
And I got to play with Kaka last Sunday in the final round at Heisenbrunn. And I had seen her from a distance. I had admired her. And when you play on the same card, it's just so much more real. She is a very good female player.
She is a strong, strong player. All right, hole two, second time around. Same thing. You want to try to stay out of that right side if possible. Playing the hyzer
Now, why do you play the hyzer there?
because it's got that sandy finish.
And you're guaranteed to go 3.
Yeah. I think I birdied it once.
I'm
to
being
me,
much more aggressive and willing to flirt with that right-hand side in order to get a birdie
again, right where you went, he opened that all up.
for this year.
For
I've been out there. I had a
2020,
look.
yes. This is the 2019. Bonus coverage.
Now, you don't see it in the video, but there's a road on the left and there's a road deep.
Yeah, you can see the road deeper there on the right.
And then there's that giant mound, which is close to the basket. It's probably 25 feet, but if you're behind it, you got nothing.
Is that a termite mound?
I don't know what it is. I think some of these bushes just keep growing in the same spot over the centuries, and the wind blows the sand up into a mound.
I don't know. But it's kind of cool. It's a great part of the course, you know.
It's surreal.
Yeah.
You don't see it anywhere else in the world.
Some basket. Again, pins set up just a little higher than normal.
Okay, I got through everything. Went all
Yeah,
the way to the
you-
road. And was looking for
run.
that birdie.
Yeah, you got very close to the road.
Yeah. This is a hole where to get the disc to turn over and stay turned and make that shape on the fairway, you have to give it something.
Yeah, and again, it's these slippery greens. After we've been well, not just us walking on it. You know, this course is here all year round. It gets pretty slick up there.
Now, had this been your first trip to Thailand last year?
Yeah, yeah. How about you?
Oh no, I've been coming over here since the late 90s.
Nice.
But it was my first time playing disc golf in Thailand last year. All right, I thought I fixed my little problem, but I guess I hit that same tree in the same spot.
Yeah, again, this island hole, just got to put it out of your head that it's an island hole. I think Yoshi, he should be in bounds there. Now he's got that nice little turn on there. And how close was that? You got that chicken.
Yeah,
Right on your line.
the house on the right raises chicken. Every time you get a chicken curry, you know, at the restaurant, you know, one of them disappears.
Yeah. I seen ducks out there this year. They have
Ducks?
ducks, yeah. Oh.
Well, they have water buffalo out here. Big old horns on them, you know. Taxi driver was telling me they raise them to fight. I didn't realize that.
I had no idea.
No, I've never seen a buffalo fight in Thailand, but I guess it happened.
So the next hole, which is will be 15, but hole 4. Oh no, I'm sorry, hole 5. The indentations in the fairway, they're saying that fills up with water for the water buffalo.
Oh yeah, the big long hole, the 645-foot hole or
Yep.
something. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I think there was water in them last year.
Oh
and
yeah.
If your disc
In the-
went in
in the
there, it was
practice
so
run.
dark and cloudy, you couldn't even tell where it went. Yeah, it'll be hole 5. It has those depressions where the water buffalo like to graze.
All right, moving right along.
Okay, hole 4. This is that long, narrow tunnel. It's a left to right curve.
Guessing I'm going with a fairway driver, not a.
I think that's a smart play. You just concede the 3. I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible to get a 2, but
I
so
could
aggressive.
not get it to fight down. I mean, I played a couple of rounds where I tried to get it to fight down that right side, and each time it was either stuck left behind that group of trees there or right in the fairway. And I managed to say par. I think a couple times at least.
if you get through that initial gap, you get out there far enough, you got an open shot to get up for a 3. I'm going to be aggressive, though, because that's just how I am. Yeah, I'm going right for the tunnel.
Sure.
And I almost
Except for
got
that
there.
last tree, I mean, that would have opened it up, and it was turning right. You got Jani, who's going to play, looks like, to the outside.
Oh, yeah, you get kicked out, like Jani there, you get kicked out on the right-hand side, and you got to get creative. That bamboo stand is just as dense as it can possibly be.
Yeah,
That's just
there's
like...
no going through that.
Oh.
There's no going through that. Yoshi with jump pipes.
Yeah. He's
Nice.
out. He got out of the fairway there.
And yours stayed to the inside of the bamboo line there. I believe I'm out in the clearing on the left. Yeah, same spot. I mean, I enjoyed this spot right here. Kind of open.
Yeah, you're not in any trouble at all. You got a big lead, but the other 3 of us were all, I think, tied or within a stroke of each other. So what's really happening in our head is we're admiring you, but we don't care about you. We care about
I don't blame you. I don't care about
Jani
you.
and Yoshi and Geoff. We're all looking at each other.
Yanni, making sure. Last round, you always want to make sure you got them lined up properly. Go through your motions.
Now the next hole, hole 5, that's a big long one. And I'll remember this hole for quite a while because there is a pit beyond the basket. It's got to be a good 35 feet beyond the basket. It's a deep pit that they use for burning coconuts and branches and garbage and things like that. And the ashes are about halfway up to your knee. Normally people don't go in there because it's past the basket, but you're going to see me go in there
Yeah,
and go swimming in those ashes.
it's windy now,
Yeah,
and I could have
windy.
clubbed up and I went, Obi.
Is that OB down there?
Yeah, that's over on the right. You not only go OB, but you're going to have to mark it in the bushes.
Yeah, because that's where the flags are. Yeah, that was, I could have backed off on that. This particular round, the wind picked up. We have a pretty good headwind at this point.
Yeah, and playing from that right-hand side, you really don't have a route to the basket. It's choked off so tight and so low. So all the first 3 drives are there over on the right.
Did you learn anything from this, Jeff?
I'm sorry?
Did you learn anything from this?
Yes, you'll see. I changed my drive here. I'm going to probably go out to the right and hyzer it into the middle of the fairway. I don't remember exactly, but yes. So I take that right-hand route, keep a little hyzer on it to give myself some kind of line to the basket.
There's the guru. Yoshi's got a nice line to the basket.
He's got a long way to go, though.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
And he's
That is
flirting
a
with OB
fine
out there.
shot. That's a fine shot. Well, yeah, that's right. There is OB right there. Jani did not go OB. Can with the strong forehand.
He got through the choke. He'll have a long look at that. That's pretty good, actually, from where he threw home.
Nice turn.
So that's the reason I threw that drive. I was playing for the 4.
Yeah, this was bad here. Just had to
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
bad
throw
there.
out, and I had no shot there.
Were you out of bounds there?
I was, yep.
You were?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so you're scrambling to get a 5.
Yep. You know, let's not make it any worse by trying to make something happen. Just gonna take my lumps. Yoshi left himself I think a nice easy putt.
Yeah, at this point, you concede the bogey and you make sure you get an easy one.
Yep.
And I think I may be a little too aggressive here. I don't completely remember the shot, but I remember winding up in that ash pit. There we go. It disappeared down. It's about 2 feet deep.
I don't remember that. And just if where Yanni's looking at the pin there, to the right of that, it's all OB now back there.
Oh, is it for this year?
Yep, yep.
Okay, that's a good tip.
Oh, you can see it just in front of Yoshi's chest.
Just to the right.
Okay,
of
so it was there
Yoshi.
last year.
By the way, Yoshi was a really fun guy to play with.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Now there I am in that pit. My shoes are full of ashes, and I'm putting into a headwind.
Great putt.
And I made it work, and that was the one.
Par is good.
The one shot that I thought, wow, I'll remember that.
Yeah, don't go there.
I think they cleaned it up a little bit this year. I was out here a couple weeks ago when I first got here, and I had a look into that pit to see how bad it was. I think they don't burn stuff there anymore. They just let it fill up with water.
Yep, you don't want to go in there. Kept mine a little bit short.
Yeah, you're wrapping up a honorable bogey there.
I'll take that every time.
Yeah, for being out of bounds on the right-hand side. It's such a tough escape.
All right.
Yeah, we got one more hole where we're working for a living. And then we get into some some
Jani.
tight little accuracy, and then we'll be done.
It's 436, so you're throwing pretty hard. You know, it's probably just on the edge of our max D for, you know, us
Yeah.
old guys.
Yeah, it's really longer than 436 because you got to bend it. If you could throw straight in the basket, you might get to. I could perhaps get to the circle, but when you go down that alley and then you got to make a left turn for 70, 80 feet.
Ooh, caught the downslope.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it pretty well there. You got
Yeah,
some good D.
Got some good D on that. Again, we got a little breeze coming at our back. Yoshi just crushes that middle line. It's a nice skip finish. Get to the inside line to the basket.
One thing I really appreciate about Terry and the video coverage for some of the older players is that, you know, the game is just as competitive for us as it is for Eagle and Ricky and Garrett Gerthy and Paige Pierce.
It just takes us a few more throws, that's all.
Yeah, the holes are more like par fours than par threes sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good run.
Yeah,
That was a very good run.
At this point, we're looking at the basket because of the way the scores are lined up.
I was giving it a good run. Got the base of that tree.
I think at this point, Jani and I were tied.
Yeah, you're both at 9 down. That was a great drive. Again, just on the edge of our max D, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to leave much short at this point. I think as the years go by, this tournament may be one of the destinations for older players because it fits in so well with you know, the kind of stuff you do at that part of your life. You start to explore the world a bit more, maybe have a bit more time and money to travel.
Escape winter.
Yeah.
I definitely escaped winter.
And escaping winter sounds a
Oh,
lot
man.
better at our age than.
There you go. Good par hole.
Yeah, that's a tough birdie. I don't know that anybody in our division got a birdie on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the closest I came there. All right, this is the one with the Mando.
We hit the Mando tree.
You
That was
hit the
fortunate.
Mando tree.
Yikes.
Good, my man.
Yeah, you're going after the basket at this point. I mean, you're going to get there too.
Why not? Look at as dapper as ever. Look at that guy. Good snap out of his hand.
That little mound right in the middle. It's Jani, I think.
Yep.
He just kissed the bushes on the way over. That comes into play.
Yeah.
Shape your shot up above it.
At the Mando.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know,
missed the Mando.
125 feet out, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this backside, for whatever reason, it's not windy. You can see all the low stuff nothing's moving. Kind of remember it getting pretty hot as we finished our round,
Yeah.
rounding this corner.
Now, if I remember last year, Terry Miller was competing in the mornings.
That is correct. Ooh, nice drive, Johnny.
Oh, that's a nice drive. That's a good 2 on that hole. Well, Terry Miller would go out and compete in the morning, and then he would unpack his camera gear and film the afternoon rounds. I thought that was quite an athletic achievement.
Oh, yeah. Energizer Bunny. He gets into town yesterday and starts rolling right off the plane.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Not even a little.
Yeah, it's fun to follow you guys on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, that's what Terry does, right? All right, moving into hole 19. Things are starting to wrap up. We're gonna go.
Yeah, this is that gap you have trouble making.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. For some reason, this one doesn't bother me. I pick a gap and I sign up to the fact that I'm gonna smash a tree, and if I don't, then I'll be happy about it. This worked. Oh, I got the tree.
Yeah, and you see the Mando on the right there, so you're in front of the Mando. That's just to take away the hyzer line for the righties.
And protect the players
next
on
tee
the other
box,
fairway.
yeah.
Oh, this is a great drive.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice, Yoshi.
That's how you do it. You hit that gap, and then you try to, with your disc selection, try to get something that'll hyzer back a little bit and put the brakes on when it gets to the green.
Jani, again, with the strong forehands. Sand held him up a little bit.
Okay, this is a desperation hyzer putt. I'm going to sky it through that, through those coconuts, and just try to drop it in.
Come down now.
Nice. And stop.
Yeah.
All right.
One thing I noticed about Samui, it's not true elsewhere in Thailand, but Samui just pretty much has the same weather every day, same temperature. The sun comes up at 6:30, it goes down at 6:30, all year round, all 12 months of the year.
Sandy beaches.
Yeah, that was a big putt for me. I went a little
Did you
strong.
get a two there?
No, I parred it. Terry missed the approach shot.
Oh, okay.
I went long, but the sand held me up before I went into the water, thankfully. It drops down there. It's hard to see, but it drops down, and again, right into the water. All right, what do we got here?
All right, here's this easy little hole. I struggled with this all weekend.
Yoshi birdied the last hole. He's going to come up.
You got to get past that tree, or you're going to have a 40-footer.
See what I got here.
Ah, you make it look easy. You threw a putter there?
No, I go with my mid-ranges.
Mid-range.
I have a putter course at home back in Wisconsin, but
Just like
I think
that
that
previous hole, it kind of shakes you up. This is the one that shakes me up. Now, finally, I get through there. I think it's the only time.
not that time.
Yeah, it's the only time.
That's
I
a good
got
drive.
it.
Look at that, right down the middle. Very nice.
That's how it should be played. I mean, it's wide open, straight down, 215 feet or something.
You can see the palms moving. The breeze picked up again.
Yeah, we're back to the fast green. So if you're going to be aggressive with your putt, you're going to have to make something coming back.
Yeah. Which he does. It's good for par. It's me using my birdie bag. I think I
Boom.
went through a whole birdie bag.
Yeah.
in
At
these,
this point, the confidence just oozes out of it. You've got such a big lead.
Yeah, that felt pretty good. I didn't really give it much thought. I do practice putting a lot, though. So it's a good birdie.
Do you enjoy practicing putting, or do you have to make yourself do it?
No, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. After work, you know, I give myself minimum 10 minutes. If I can get more, I'll take more.
Okay, this is that little hyzer stall. At least that's one of the lines, and you played it perfectly there. Just throw it high and let it fall out of the sky.
That line is, I would say I threw it longer than on it more often. So where yours were probably, you know, add 20 feet.
Yeah, because as you come through that gap, the way the gap is shaped, it's hard to be aimed at the basket. It's almost easier to penetrate, go deeper.
Right, because you got to get past the stall tree. Let's see, does he get through it? Oh,
Now, I don't know if you know View Giorgio,
Sure.
the ex-professional boxer here in Thailand.
yeah.
She goes straight at the basket on this hole. She doesn't go down that alley. She goes to the tight line. Makes the hole shorter, but she uses her accuracy to get there.
Yeah, you got to get in between that second and third tree. I like the Saul shot myself, but you know. Not sure if he was going for it or just laying up, if he knows the score or not.
I don't mind going a little long here because it's such an open putt.
Good putt for birdie there.
If you don't get it out of that stand of trees, sometimes you got bad footing or you got a coconut tree in the way or something like that. So this is a nice start to the 2019 season, which turned out to be a series of very rainy, miserable weather tournaments.
Getting back to the States, you mean?
This is one of the few tournaments where the weather is just gorgeous.
It was perfect. Here we are winding it up.
And I think this is going to wrap it up.
Yeah. Let's get some congratulations going out there to Nigel and his family. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy. Thanks for letting us do the commentary, Terry. A lot of fun.
Yeah, this is fun, Terry. This is the first time I've ever done a commentary. I don't know about you.
This is my second one. Croatia was my first.
Did you do the Drava Forester?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I remember watching.
Yeah, that was, God, that was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Well, you played some great golf. I went back and looked at your ratings. You had the 10-16 rated second round. That was just outstanding.
Yeah, man.
And this round for you, I think, was 886 or 986, and the first round was 980 something as well.
Yeah. Again, I just try to play some par golf, and you know, the birdies will come. You know, as I've been told before.
Yeah, just watching you play on the video, you really never made it difficult at all.
This
you
is
picked some safe lines.
Was my third international tournament. My first one, 2010 Japan, 2018 Australia, which I finished in 10th place. And this was my first international win. It was very emotional, and I'm glad I got to share it with Terry. Really good friend of mine. We are like family. Terry's more family than friend.
Yeah,
Came up short
Terry and his
on
dogs
that.
got to stay with me last summer, and it is one cute family.
Oh gosh.
Well,
So
I
here
think
we
this
go.
about wraps it up.
This about does it. I'm gonna tap it in and cry a little bit.
Congratulations on some great golf, and we're going to go at it again this year.
Yeah, we're gonna do
I
it
don't know
again.
if we'll have a video, but we'll have a story to tell.
Yeah, stories are good. Jani finishes up with a birdie. I'm gonna finish up with a par here at -24. I'm trying to stay composed.
All right, congratulations, Johnny Rumble, 2019 Samui Swine champion.
For the MP40s.
Yeah, well, MP4, were you?
Yeah, man.
We could have been a couple divisions older than that.
I'm 55 there, so.
I think I'm 63 in this video.
All right. Now Terry and I are gonna hug it out.
Okay,
All
I think
right.
that wraps it up.
That does it.